Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Saturday. Thank you so much for joining me on another freezing Saturday morning. So yes, I am decked out like it's winter time because it is, yo. It's the last time I checked, 18 degrees. Not quite 18 degrees in the garage, but pretty darn close. So we are working out, bundled up today. But that is all right. Face adversity, get in there, jump in there, get your work done, right? All right, guys, so we've got a little tiny, oh, and she just left. She didn't want to be acknowledged. Our little Wiggles room was involved for a minute. Oh, here she, oh, there's a little wiggle tail to get you motivated this morning. And a bushy face because somebody's groomer's been closed, yes. oh, so funny. Oh, and a little wave, hello, hello, hello. All right, guys, so today we are trying out yet another new class format. Like I said, with sort of the restrictions I've been on, I wanted to get a little creative, and it also helps everybody, right? Like I said in my post, what can we do to keep you moving? So, okay, maybe you shouldn't do squats. How can we still work your legs, keep it a little safe, still get a great workout in, right? So just always thinking about how we can keep fitness with what my message is, accessible and successful for everyone. So, new class format, USC is what it's called. So it's not a new format as far as how we're gonna work, in the sets and stuff like that, but just another way to think about using our body and our muscles in different ways. So USC, actually, let me tell you what you need first, just in case you need to go grab it, then we'll talk about it. You need your full weight selection today. Not a ton of weights, but again, since we're kind of working full body, you just need a little bit of everything. So if you've got a light, medium, heavy, that's what you want to grab. And then we're going to need a stability ball today. So Swiss ball, stability ball, exercise ball, everybody calls it something different, but this is a resistable. I mean, they're called everything. So one of these guys will be really helpful for class today. And we are going to use it quite a bit. So, but that being said, if you don't have it, you can still do the exercises, and I'll show you how to do them without it. This is just kind of putting a lot of that stability and core component that I'm going to talk about in a minute into the class. So this is a big part of the class today, but if you're tuning in and you're like, but I don't have one, you said I don't need one, that's exactly right. You don't need one, but it will be a big help for today's class if you do, to get the max sort of what I'm trying to, how I'm trying to direct this class. And then you need just a balance item close by, and what I mean by that is just something, even if it's just a wall, back of a couch, whatever, just something that you can grab, keep a finger on, keep a light touch on to help with your balance. Because again, how we're working today, stability, core, we're going to be challenging our balance today too. So just have something close by. Don't be sort of in the abyss like I am. Have something close by that you can grab just in case you need it. So I'll be using the wall and working kind of from the side today. And then your yoga mat, your floor support, because we are going to do some floor work. It also helps if you're using the stability ball. Usually the mat will help keep it a little more stable. Sometimes people complain that the balls slip around underneath them. Usually the mat helps it, especially if you have a mat with a nice little grip to it. Just gives the ball something to hang on to. Okay, so what am I talking about? So I'm talking about we're working upper body, core, and stability. So core and stability really go hand in hand. So core, if you think about a crunch, that's not working stability in a sense, but you have to have a strong core to be stable. I don't want to I don't want to take up a bunch of your time explaining it, but core and stability really go hand in hand. So it's good to work the two together, and you can't really work the one without the other. So when we work stability especially, like you can kind of work core without stability, but working stability, you always use core. Even if you think about just stability, like standing on one foot, your core has got to hold you to be able to keep this hip up, to keep this in line without you dropping over. Your core muscles are working to keep you stable. So that's kind of what the idea is today. But we don't want to spend the whole class just working on standing on one foot. So we're going to add upper body to get some great upper body work. We're also working legs too. Don't feel like they're going to be left out because they certainly are not. But we're going to be working upper body and core together, and when we work upper body in different ways, that makes our core unstable. So it's just kind of a cool way to think about it. I'll kind of explain more as we go through the exercises, but just wanted to kind of let you in on the method behind the madness. So really quick, we're going to work 3 exercises. Our sets will be 3 exercises, 2 single-sided, 1 double-sided. So that's how all of our sets will work except for our last set. So we're going to do 3 full sets of that, 3 sets of 3 exercises. And then our last set will just be 2 exercises, just to make sure we keep our time nice and short. And honestly, you won't want to do a third with the 2 that we're doing at the end. So again, we're working for reps, not time. Add music if you need it. I certainly listen to a ton before I come out here just to get my energy up. And as always, modify if you need it, either because you don't have the equipment you need or if you have something going on in your body you need to modify around. If I don't show you how and you don't know, I do check Facebook for questions between each set, so I'll be happy to help you. Or if you are working out after the fact, just leave me a comment or a message and I'll be happy to help you then. And then the last couple things I always add, please share, like, subscribe, click buttons that make things happen and get these posts out in front of people. I am on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I do some Twitter, but I don't do much there. In fact, Charlie takes care of a lot of Twitter for me because he's amazing and tweets my workouts, and so I just kind of retweet them and add my own message. So I don't do much on Twitter, but Instagram and Facebook, I try to keep some stuff going over there. So definitely give me a like or a follow. And then Venmo, if you do wish to donate any funds for these classes, it is the only payment I receive for these classes, so it is greatly appreciated. Venmo at Strong Style Fit is where you'll find me, and anything that you can give is surely appreciated. All right, guys, so I'm going to take a sip of water. We're going to get moving. Our first set, you are going to need your heavy weight, or if you have a heavy kettlebell, that'll work too. So heavy weight and then your ball. And that's gonna be it for the first set. Heavy weight, ball, and definitely wanna be close by for your balance because we're really gonna push our balance on this first one. I'll explain more when we get back. Give me just a second and we'll get going. Hey Jim, hey Caroline, I'm glad you're watching today, Jim. Decked out. I actually thought of you when I was getting ready, putting on all my ball stuff. I was like, if Jim's watching, he'll approve. All right, guys, so we are going to work. Oh, and we're doing combination exercises too. Throw that in there, right? So we've got some combinations thrown in too with all of this. We are doing it all today. So working some combination in this first move. We're gonna really challenge our balance. We're gonna do a warrior 3 with a row. So including a little bit of yoga with this too. Told you, everything. So row, warrior 3. So warrior 3, how we're gonna get set up is we're going to have this sort of stagger stance. So we're not back into a lunge and we're not in that little deadlift stagger. We're just kind of back kickstanded. So basically what our goal is to have a nice bend in our knee that we're gonna keep. We're gonna keep that bend. We're gonna have our row in our opposite hand. We are going to lift off from this toe up, keeping a little bit of bend in our knee, and come forward. So we're looking to make a T, and then we're gonna row. I'm gonna show you with this hand, we're gonna row back with our weight. So here, and then we tick-tock back, and then tick-tock back up. Row, tick-tock back. So we wanna lower back with control. We don't wanna come forward and then flop back. Same way, we wanna come forward with control. So we don't wanna launch ourselves forward. We want to ease into it, tick-tock forward, row, ease back. This booty cheek, fire, okay? Last tip on this is gonna be my longest setup, guys, so bear with me. Last tip on this is that when you show you this direction, rowing with this arm is gonna be your biggest challenge, your core challenge, your stability challenge, because you're already uneven with your leg in the air and then add a weight. So this is gonna be your biggest challenge. If it proves to be too much, you can shift the weight to this hand and that'll keep you a little bit more stable. So just a pro tip there. All right, so let's get started. Enough of me chit-chatting. So get set up. We've got A little bend in our knee, some weight back here because we're gonna push forward. So we do have some weight back in this back foot, and we're going to push, tick-tock, row straight back, ease it back. 1, we're doing 10 of these. 2. Now guys, if you don't finish into a perfect T at the end, that's perfectly fine. I don't know if I am. Just work towards it. 3. Already talking, right? 4. I'm going to do the row in this hand just to remind you what the row looks like. 5. So we're coming straight up past our ribs. 6. Whoop. So basically we really are doing like a single leg deadlift over here. 7. 8. Whoop. 9. Last one this side. 10. Fire in the booty, right? Working all sorts of core, all of our balance. Everything is working here. Such a good full body exercise. All right, so let's get ourselves set up. Other side, little bends in our knee. Now be aware, both sides are different. Your balance might be trash on this side today, good on the other. I'm just saying, because I haven't practiced on this side today, so I don't know what's gonna happen. All right, so we've got this bend in our knee. We're nice and sturdy. Make sure your hips are in alignment. Don't let one hip kick back. Hips in alignment. And push forward, row. Ease it back. 2. 3. Good. Make sure your weight's towards the back of your plant leg. 4. 5. I need to switch the way I face next time. My balance item is on the side where I have a weight in my hand. That's not very helpful. 7. 8. 2 more. 9. Last one. Whoop. 10. Woo. Okay. So, like I said, balance can be very different from side to side. Also depends a lot on your gaze too. I'll talk about that a little more when we do it again. All right, guys. Caroline, I know you're watching. This is for you. We're gonna do dumbbell pullover on our backs, on the ball, okay? So I told you about this last week. Thought I'd throw it in so you can see it this week. So we've got our heavy weight. We wanna get ourselves set up where our back, just like last class, I think it was. And it takes a little bit of setup. All right, so we're on the ball. Now we're really working our stability in our core. We're in that kind of bridge setup. So we've got our hips tall, we're squeezing through our cheeks. Weight over our chest. If you don't have a ball, I want you to go to the floor and I want you to hold bridge the whole time. So if you don't have the ball, on the floor, hold bridge, dumbbell pull over from bridge, okay? So we're here, weights over our chest. We've got our head relaxed on the ball, not dangling back, just nice, gently relaxed, the curve of our neck. And we drop back. This really amps up the work of that dumbbell pullover. 2. You can feel that core engaged. 3. 4. You got to work everything to keep yourself steady on that ball. 5. You can feel those core muscles kicking in. 6. We're going to 12 here. 7. 8. 9. This also allows you to take the weight back further than the floor allows. 10. Just make sure you're not dropping your arms past your head. 11. Your biceps shouldn't go past your head. 12. Sorry if my belly started hanging out. I don't think it did, but all right, let's bring it back up. So those are awesome. A client, I'm not going to say we invented that exercise because we definitely did not, but a client of mine and I came across it because we were both saying we like the dumbbell pullover, but we couldn't quite get enough challenge out of it. Even, we tried to take the weight heavier, but then it was too heavy for our shoulders. So how can we make it harder? That was what we came up with. All right, guys, so I'm going back to my left leg. I'm just going to face this way so my free hand is available to grab the wall if I need to. So we got our left leg forward, squared off, square those hips off. We've got weight back here, little bend in that front knee. We push up and launch, tick-tock over, row back, let it go. Gently let it go. 2. 3. Challenge yourself. See if you can let go, not hold that balance item. 4. If you need it, you need it, but you don't know if you don't. If you always hang on. 7. 8. Good. Almost there. Oh, that booty is burning. 9. Last one. 10. Good job. Woo! So, Warrior 3 is the pose in yoga where you're here. So this is my reference to Warrior 3. So, Warrior 3 is our finishing pose. We're basically getting there by doing a variation of a single leg deadlift. So, getting so much work here. Love this move. All right, right leg forward. A little bit of bend in that knee, guys. Don't forget about that bend. Keeping your leg locked and then tipping over. You're not really doing anything but stretching your hamstring. That bent knee is the key. All right, load it up. Let's go. Launch. Woo. 4. Muscles so much tighter on this side. This is the leg I've been restricted on. It's so tight. So I'm not going full T. I really can't. Woo. 6. 7. See my legs shaking. 8. 9. Oh man. Last one. 10. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Woo. Hope you guys are feeling that too. My right leg, like I said, that's the one I've been restricted on. So it's definitely lost a little bit of strength. I mean, nothing crazy. But I've been having balance issues on that right side for a while. So, it's just always interesting. Like I said, you just kind of have to welcome the body that you have today, right? Find it interesting, assess it, but don't let it, ruin your day, scare you. Just take it and learn. All right, guys, so dumbbell pullovers. Got heavy weight, push it up. Whew. All right, so we're pushing through those feet towards the back of our feet. Lift those hips, squeeze that booty, keep those hips lifted. Head relaxed on the ball, drop it back. 1. 2. 3. Now, I didn't even tell you guys, the upper body that we're working in all 3 of these exercises is our lat muscles. So there's those big muscles in our back. So that's what we're working with the rows and what we're working here. 7. 8. 9. 10. 2 more. Where's your bridge? Make sure those hips are up. 11. 12. Awesome job. All right. Roll it down. Bring it on up. We got one more set. Woo! My booty is like, one more set, really? All right, guys. One more set. We got the warrior 3 with the row with dumbbell pullovers. So our upper body, like I said, is all lats that we're working right now. So those are those muscles kind of down through here. That's what we're working with the row and the pullover. So that's the U of our USC workout. All right, one more set. Come on, booty. We can do it. So left leg forward, right leg back. Square those hips up. Weight towards the back of this foot. Most important, bend in that knee and hold that bend. Launch up. Tick-tock. Row. Back. And take this as slow as you need to, guys. If your balance is really a challenge for you, you don't have to keep up with me. 3. I mean, I don't think I'm blazing through it either, but if you need time, you need time. It's a slow motion for 1. And rushing doesn't help anybody's balance. 7. 8. 9. Last one this side. 10. Woo! All right. Other side. Whew. All right. It's definitely my most challenging side for sure. So, get ourselves set up. One last time. Right leg forward. Bend in that knee. Square your hips off. Weight towards the back of that foot. We kick off. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Try to keep those hips square off, both hip points facing the floor. That's what I'm fighting. My hip really wants to open. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Whoa! So much fight. So much fight in that. So when you're tight through here or here, so what I was fighting was when I come forward to keep both hip points down, puts a lot of work here. So my hip wanted to open to take some of that pressure out. That's very common. So you gotta think both hip points facing the ground. Anytime you do one leg up like that, that's what happens. Because your body, like I talk about, you guys, your body is always going to try to find the easiest way. So sometimes you have to force the issue a little bit. Okay. Let's get ourselves set up for that pullover. Whew. All right, so remember, bridge, lower half. Push those hips up, squeeze that booty. Neck relaxed on the ball. Drop it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. And guys, if you're on this ball and you're doing this pullover and you don't look anywhere near as steady as I do, not to brag on myself, but I've worked on these balls a lot for many years. If you're having a harder time staying stable, that's good. That means we're working your stability, we're working your core. 10, 2 more, 11, 12, beautiful. Roll it off that ball. All right, guys, that set is done. So give ourselves a little break, catch our breath. We do not need the ball for the next round, so you can get rid of that for a little bit. And guys, just as we're taking a break, whew, man, my booty. Just as we're taking a break, you know, kind of back to that point I was just making, work on a stability ball can be messy. Either just trying to get on and off it is usually a mess. There's no science to it. There never becomes a science to it. And then 2, it is challenging everything about your senses, your stability, your balance, your gaze. It's changing all of that. So it can be really messy. Like I said, on my back doing those dumbbell pullovers, when I first started trying to do them, I was all over the place. So stability ball work can be messy. It's okay. Thankfully for you, you're not doing messy stability ball work on a camera for the world to see. All right, guys, I'm going to take a quick drink, check the video. What you're going to need for this is your bicep curl weight, so that's probably about a medium weight, and you're going to need your tricep weight. So you need bicep and tricep weight for this next exercise. Tricep, 2 hands, so not 1 hand tricep, 2 hands. So 2 hands, bicep, and tricep. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I thought you would like that, Caroline. It's pretty great, right? Elevates the exercise so much. I think 1, the dumbbell pullover on the ball elevates it because of the obvious challenge of staying on the ball. And 2, it lets you get more range of motion behind you. Again, never wanting to come past your head, but it gives you that range of motion. You're not bonking the weight on the floor. The floor also gives that weight some support when you hit it. So, range of motion, no support from the floor, makes it harder to pull it back over. So when you get that big range of motion, it elongates these muscles, which is also good. The further you can elongate a muscle before you contract it, the better work it gets. So not to get all Bill Nye the Science Guy on you, but that's why it's so much more of a challenge. All right, guys, so we're going to do bicep curl with what I'm calling a hovering knee drive. So we've done knee drive before, many times. Knee drive is here, right, where we pull our knees in. It's going to be firing the booty right away because we just worked similarly in those warrior 3s. So stable here, and we're knee driving. So where it's called a hover is we're not going to touch, we're going to try not to touch down. So we're going to slow it down, but this is where we're going to work. That's the hover knee drive. We're going to also do a bicep curl with that. single-sided. Again, I'll let you decide if you want to curl both sides or curl over here. I'm going to play with both. I'm not too worried about the balance stability part of it, just the where do I feel like I'm really working my bicep curl and not sacrificing the bicep curl for the sake of the lower body. So experiment with both. I'm just going to go ahead. I think I like it on the balance side. You make your own call though. There's no wrong answer on this one. So I'm going to left leg balance, left leg curl, left arm curl. Woo. All right. So again, we want to try to hover. Okay? Try to hover. If you need to touch down, you need to touch down. Again, I'm going to be set up where I can grab something for balance if I need to. So set up your foot. We're setting up very similar to how we started, but now we have our weight forward. No weight in that back leg. And we're pulling in as we curl. 1, 2, 3, 4. Working core big time by pulling that knee in. So we're working balance by being on one foot. We're working bicep. We're working core by pulling that knee in. 10, 11, 12. Set it back. Good job. Other side. So, since we're staying stable in this leg, and I'm bringing it up because it's a problem for me, is that, again, don't let that hip start to sit out. Keep that hip in alignment. Don't let it roll out. It's a big challenge for me, so I'm just bringing it up to you as well. Sit up, got that leg back. Give yourself a couple warm-ups just to make sure you got it. Lock that shoulder down, elbow to the ribs. We curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're squeeze through that belly. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Good job, guys. So we're also, because we're bicep curling from this bent position, you might notice we're working some tricep too by curling from this direction instead of up like this. Sneaky, sneaky. All right, so we've got our skull crushers. So that's our triceps. That's going to be a lighter weight for sure. So we're going to do skull crushers with alternating leg drops. Don't hate me. All right, so we're coming flat on our back. Again, I'll show you in 2 pieces. So we've got our skull crushers. We want our hands at 11s, arms making an 11 over us. Skull crushers, we bend at the elbow, straight down and up. It's not just a clever name. You are crushing your skull with these weights. So that's your tricep work. Now we're going to add single leg drops, alternating. Okay? So we're going to go down, up. Just practicing here. Down, up. Alternating leg drops while we skull crush. We're going for about 16 of these. Okay? If we get to 16, then I think we're good. All right, so that's going to be 8 drops each leg, 16 reps with our triceps. All right, guys, let's go. 16. If the full leg is too much for you, knees, okay? 14, 13, just like that. 12, 11, 10, keep that lower belly up and in. 9, 8, 7, 6. Make sure those shoulders are relaxed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. There's a lot going on there, guys. A lot. So just really got to think about each piece of it. I try to kind of almost alternate the reps in my brain. Like, okay, are my skull crushers good this rep? Yes. Legs good this rep? Yes. You know, just keep checking in on it. All right. So we've got bicep curl, those hovering knee drives. So that knee drive, I want you to really think about squeezing through that core to pull that knee in. All right. Let's see. Left side. All right. So we get set up. Again, we got that bend in the knee, and we keep it. We keep it. Tick-tock forward. Roll back. Pull in. And out. 2, 3, 4. So we're really getting bicep and tricep by being in this position. 6, 7. Make sure that knee's still bent, not locking that leg out. 10, 11, 12. Perfect. Other side. And remember, if you have to touch down, that's okay. Just try not to. Try. If you can't do it, if you're not there yet, that's all right. But you found out either way. All right. Got everything set up here. Hips in alignment. Weight over that right foot towards the back. Tick-tock over just a little. And we curl. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Back to the floor. Skull crusher with those leg drops. Whew. I have successfully worked up a sweat in an 18-degree garage. That's pretty good. All right, so get your arms set up. Shoulders nice and flat towards the floor, locked back. Weights come up, legs come up. We drop single leg, either full leg or bent knee as we crush. 16, 15, lower belly locked in. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice job, guys. Just another tip too on your modification. So if you're here and bent knee is too easy, or here and bent knee is too easy, then you can do full leg and just don't drop it as far. That's kind of a meet in the middle between bent knee and straight leg. All right, one more trip through this set, guys. Grab your weight for your bicep curl. One thing with all these layers, I feel like I'm constantly adjusting my clothes. But that is all right, I'll take it over freezing. Okay, guys. Whew. No, my legs feel like jello. All right, get ourselves set up. Got our left leg holding all of our weight now. Nothing's happening in that right. Get it set back, hips in alignment, and let's go. 10. Trying to hover that leg. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Perfect. Good work, guys. Ah. Other side. You know, I just had an aha moment when I was thinking about my right hip, why it kicks out so bad, not my left. Well, my scoliosis curves me this way. So, that makes sense. Can't believe it's never like pinged in my brain before. Thanks for being here for this aha moment. All right, guys, other side. We've got our right leg, all of our weight here, hips in alignment. Tick-tock forward just a little bit. We hover, we curl. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, last set in this round. Skull crushers with a leg drop. We are hitting so many body parts today, guys. Love it, love it. All right, get your 11s set up. Try to plug those shoulders back into the floor. Let's go. 16. 14. 12, lower belly, up and in. 10. 8. 6. Woo! I know, guys. 4. Last 2. 1. Woo! All right. That round complete. Good work. I'm even leaving little sweat angels. Yay! I'm warm. All right, guys, so catch your breath. We've got one more 3 exercise set and then our short 2-round set. 2-round set, there is, I'm not gonna say not much to it. There's plenty, but it'll go super fast. No equipment. Breeze right through it. All right, guys, so you're going to need for the next round, definitely your stability ball, if you have one, and we're gonna use it for all 3 exercises for the next round. But again, if you don't have one, no worries. And you're gonna need a bench press weight, just one, and you're gonna need, that's it. Actually, that's all you need. So your bench press weight. Now, I will say, if you have a nice little weight selection, bring your bench press weight, your normal one, and possibly one a little lighter if you have that option. Because we're working single arm and we're gonna be on the ball. So that changes the game quite a bit. So I would have a second option available just in case you need it, because you're gonna be on the ball. You know, it's a mess once you're on the ball. So grab that, water, video, we'll get right back to it. All right, friends. So where we're going, so we've hit lats. I'm not even going to talk about the lower body part. We know, it's still telling us probably. We worked lats, we worked bicep, we worked tricep. So now we're going to work chest. So we're going to do single arm bench press on the ball. This is really going to challenge our core and our stability because bench press weight's kind of heavy, right? And so we're going to be on our back with weight. There's that pesky hair. And we're going to have a weight to one side. So you really have to fight with your core to keep yourself upright on that ball and not roll with it. So bench press on the ball, single side, and then we're going to do a decline push-up on the ball. Now don't let that scare you. There's varying levels, varying ways you can adjust the ball to make it easier or harder. As you guys know, push-ups are a challenge for my shoulder issue, so I will be doing the more helpful. There's basically, you can make the ball helpful for you, or you can make the ball harder for you. So I'll be doing kind of in the middle of that. So I'll show you that when we get there. Let's get set up for our bench press. So as we set up for the bench press, our setup is the same as how we did the dumbbell pullover. So we want our shoulders on the ball. If you do not have a ball, you can, if you happen to have a bench or even a couch that you can set your shoulders and your head on and still balance off the end, and it's not like digging into your back or anything crazy, you could do that. Hell, you could use a coffee table. Really, any surface that you can get your back and your head on with your body off will work for this, okay? So you might have to get a little creative if you still want to get that core stability challenge with it. If you're not, if you're like, I'm cool without it, then you can just lay on the floor and do single arm bench, or you could do a bridge again. Either way, you got a lot of options. So get creative. You can definitely recreate this in several ways. It just is a matter of comfort. You know, can I use my coffee table this way and it's not digging into my back? You know, that kind of thing. But otherwise, if there's anywhere you can set up like this, it doesn't have to be a stability ball, okay? So, we've got our single arm bench. So we're set up. Make sure we've got our weight over our chest. Again, we're squeezing glutes, driving through those feet. Weight over our chest. Down. 11. So you really feel that midsection having to kick in so you don't roll off the side of that ball. 8. 7. Also, that booty is still working. 6. And it's probably like, you know, I've had enough. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Right to the other side. Transition that weight over. Keep yourself set. Check in on your bridge. Make sure you're nice and strong. Then go for it. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. Relax that head. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Perfect, guys. All right, put that weight to your chest. Roll it off. So, decline push-ups using the ball. Or, if you don't have the ball, then you're just going to do your push-ups. If you want to take the challenge, if you're a push-up master, you can make a decline push-up by putting your feet on any elevated surface that gets your feet higher than your lower body. So you can put it up on a step, on the couch, coffee table, whatever. But just know that's going to get really challenging. So you got to be an ace at your push-ups. If not, then just do traditional push-ups. No harm, no foul, right? Still plenty hard. So if you're going to use your ball, and like I said, ball work can be messy, so give yourself some grace. You can use it for the most assistance. You can put it kind of right under your hips and on your thighs. So you'd be set up here and push up. So that's for some assistance. You can roll it back to your knees to make it kind of meet in the middle, assistance and some challenge. Or you can roll it all the way back to your feet. And that's going to be really a challenge, okay? So you've got lots of options. I'm going to go for about the knee range. So aside from making the push-up more challenging, your core, your stabilizers are really having to kick in to keep your body stable on this ball. Get yourself set. Nice wide hands over your shoulders. Tuck that core in. Really engage that core. You need it. We're going for 10. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Woo! And there you have it. So, lots of options. Up towards your hips, it's giving you some assistance. Towards your knees, you're sort of meeting in the middle. Towards your ankles, more challenge. All right? So play with it. You're not on a camera, so if you flip and fly off of it, nobody's gonna know. All right. So let's get ourselves set up for that bench again. We're gonna rock it up. Also, make sure you grab your weight first, especially if it's a heavy one. There we go. So, we're set up. That head relaxed. Don't crane your head up. Let it relax. Again, you don't want it to be dropped back here. That nice neutral kind of with the curve of your neck. Get your feet set up. Push through those hips. Drive, drive, drive. Let's go. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Right to the other side. Transition over. Check in on your lower body. Let's go. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. Set that weight to your chest. Roll it off. All right. So let's get set up for those push-ups. So again, play with where you want it to be. And really anywhere between your knees, your hips, your ankles, it can be. So play with what works for you. There we go. Get yourself set up. Hands underneath your shoulders, nice and wide, and then lift up. So you've got that feet. My feet are probably out of frame, but your feet are up in the air. All of your weight on the ball and on your hands. All right, let's do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So that round, I used the ball to show you what using it as a little more assistance can do for you. So first round, I did it as more mid-ground. I wasn't able to go as low into my push-up, but it was very challenging. This time, I had it up closer to my hips. I could go all the way down and really focus on that squeeze. With not being so challenging, it wasn't focused on the struggle, it was focused on the push. So, again, just options. You've got so many of them. All right, so we're back here. Last round, single arm bench press. Get that weight, get yourself set up what feels to be closely the right place on your ball. We got that weight to our chest. Push up. Perfect. Again, nice relaxed neck. Weight over that chest. Again, with the ball, we might get a little bit of dysmorphia as to where that weight actually is. Down over your chest, you can find your finishing point. There we go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, switch hands, get yourself reset, check in with that lower body. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Make sure you're on the middle of that ball, that you're not rolling off to the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Weight to chest. Roll it down. All right. Last set of those push-ups. Love it. I'm so excited that if you guys do have a stability ball, I know when we're at home, or really a lot of times, we just really don't know exactly what to do with these. We know a few things, but overall, you know, they're kind of mysteries. So I hope you guys are learning some new stuff about how to utilize one of these balls. They're also great for stretching. Okay, so I'm going sort of meet in the middle again between the challenge and the assistance. We've got our hands underneath our shoulders, nice wide starfish hands. Let's do it. 12. Oh wait, we went down to 12? I can't remember. I'm gonna go for 12. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hi, room. 2, 1. Beautiful. Set it up. Hi, sweet girl. You here to cheer us on for our last round? You here to cheer us on for our last round? Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes. Yes. Last round? Yes, ma'am. Last round? Yes, ma'am. Good job. You said hi to Jim and Caroline and all your friends watching? All right, guys, so we are to our last round. Just 2 exercises. Here's the fun thing. It's actually 1 exercise that we're going to do on our back, and then we're going to flip over and do on our front. All right? We're going to work different muscles doing the same exercise. So, again, we're going to be working core and stability, a little bit of shoulders, because we haven't done too much shoulders today, and we're going to be working glutes again, and back, working all sorts of things with 1 movement. So you don't need any of your weights. In fact, you need a lot of space around you. So if you have your weights, I recommend taking this time to go ahead and get them out of your way. Which poor little Rue here is going to be in my kick zone, I'm sure. So I want you to have lots of space around you. If you're working in a confined space or with someone else, make sure you have, like, you can be this wide and not hit anything. Boy, are you ready? Okay. You ready and fired up? All right, so I'm going to grab my water. I'm going to check the video real quick, and then I'll show you what our next and our last exercises are going to be. All right, friends, last set. So we're going to do snow angels and reverse snow angels. So 1, I thought it fit well into the class, and 2, if you're pretty much anywhere, I think in the United States right now, you're covered in snow. So I thought some snow angels would be fun to add into this class. Very appropriate for both the theme and for what we're all experiencing right now. So we're going to do snow angels on our back, and then we're going to flip over and do snow angels laying on our belly. Very different, but also being the same. So I'm going to hop down this room and need some space. All right, so as we do them on our back, we're going to lay on our back, and I want you to extend out into what you think of as a snow angel position, okay? So we're here. We are splayed out. We are going to take everything from here to here and lock it in and elevate. So we lock everything in, we're elevating off the ground. Just by a little bit, guys. I'm not asking you to come up here because then you're going to be doing all sorts of straining. So just lock everything in to hover everything off the ground just a little bit. And then we're doing legit air snow angels. So the one thing, I'm going to have to move my balls here out of the way. No idea. One sec. That'll make it stay. No, sorry, my exercise balls have a mind of their own right now. All right, watch out. So, the main thing I want you to watch out for, because this is a lot to pull everything up, is that you don't crane through your head. Keep your head in line with your spine, okay? So we're gonna try for 10. If you can't get to 10, just do as many as you can. So, splay it out, lift it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay it down, right? So now we're gonna flip it over to our belly and do the same thing. So it's like a Superman. Come up here. So we're gonna flip over. No, you're just gonna come closer? Okay, I'm gonna be hitting you. All right, so we're gonna lay out again into our snow angel pose. Now we're gonna lock everything in on the back side, right? So this is much more familiar, right? We're used to this kind of Superman pose. So we're gonna come up and snow angel this way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay it down. Ha! Right? So we're just gonna go through that 2 more times. Can I get you to lay up here? Come up here. No, you're not gonna do that? Okay, I'm gonna put you back in the house then. Come on, I'll be right back. Okay, last set. She's just gonna lay there and let me hit her over and over, and I just can't, I don't have a heart to do that. All right, so we're back into our snow angels. Nice and wide, squeeze everything up. Guys, if you cannot squeeze everything up, legs and arms, squeeze up and do 10 with your upper body, and then lower, and then do 10 with your lower body. If you can't do them both together, it's totally fine. Okay, lock it in, squeeze it up, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, so crane through that head, 6, I just was, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, perfect, flip it over. Lay it out. Again, this feels more normal. This is our Superman. Just extend it out. So, roll those shoulders down, engage that back body. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Flip it back over. Woo! No joke, right? All right, get yourself set up. We got one more time. We can do this, guys. Again, lock everything in. So our core, flat, in. Squeezing through this upper belly to lift, but we're keeping that head in alignment. Lock those shoulders down, really engage through everything. I mean, you've got to just think everything is working in towards the center, okay? All right, let's lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Last time, flip it over. Whew. But you guys thought I was going to do the worm there for a second. All right, so we lay it back. One last round. Now, same thing, everything squeezing towards the center, but with your back body. Some shoulders draw in, booty squeezes in, everything's drawn in towards that center. Let it out, lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes! Lay it down. Feel free to stay in the floor and do some stretching if you want. I don't blame you. In fact, I highly recommend you do. Well, there we go, guys. You made it. Catch your breath. Awesome work, guys. Awesome work. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We got full body in. We're working lower body, our back, our upper body, all of that, while still focusing on stability and core. So we really hit sort of all the points of fitness today. Muscle building by moving quickly, even the teeniest bit of cardio possibly. Strength building, conditioning, stability, core. We did it all. So it's an awesome way, to work on balance without just standing like this. This is amazing, but you don't want to do this for 30 minutes, So it's just another way to challenge all the points in our body that give us one strong, healthy body to work with, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed the USC Sets. And let me know if you have any feedback. I'd love to hear it. You can always leave me a comment, message, got a number, or text me, whatever. I'd always love to hear feedback. I thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate all of you. It warms my heart to see you here. So please like, share, subscribe, get more people working out with us. Share this message of fitness being successful and accessible for everyone out there. And lastly, if you do want to donate any funds for these classes, Venmo at Strong Style Fit is where you'll find me. You'll see this logo, you'll know it's me. Anything you can give is always greatly appreciated. Guys, I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. We'll definitely be here. I've got the workout all written, ready to go. We're going to get a little more legs involved, and I think it's going to be an awesome time. So I look forward to seeing you then. Have a great weekend. Stay warm, stay safe. Mwah.